This here is my Ftx Outback Ranger. I've had it for a while now, plenty of videos, been out of it loads of times, love it. It was only cheap, entry level, but well worth the money. I've recently done a couple of modifications, so I thought I'd do a little video just to show you what I've done. Now, one of the modifications that there's quite a few videos for this particular model is changing the gearbox, and that's so you can put the bigger 540 motor in as opposed to the original 370, which works well for its size, but obviously not as good as a 540. And there's quite a few videos on YouTube of people showing you how they fit the gearbox out of a Maverick Scout in order to upgrade the car. Just in case you don't know what a Maverick Scout is, that'll be one of these. So my video today isn't so much a video of me doing the modification, but more just the way I did it. Like I say, there's quite a few videos of this modification, people doing different ways, etc. But I'm going to talk about the way I did it. So firstly, I had to buy the gearbox. Okay, now if you go onto the shops, this gearbox is about £40. On eBay I managed to get this for just over £20, so I was quite happy with that. However, after I bought it about a week later, one of the subscribers, Craggle RC, that I subscribe to him and vice versa, we sometimes chat, he made me aware of a copy part. So if you're going to do this mod, if you type in HSP gearbox as opposed to Maverick Scout gearbox, that same gearbox will come up, and I've seen it for as cheap as £7.92, which compared to £40 from a local shop, it's a massive difference. So just a little tip there, and it's the same, exactly the same gearbox. So the way I did this, after I bought my gearbox and my 35 turn motor, I got myself a little piece of plastic like this, and as you can see I've cut a little square out, or squarish, and that little square there is this bit. Okay, so what I've done then, this motor here, this gearbox, sorry, has 4 holes in it. So I've drilled through from the bottom and put screws in, and what I've done, I've countersunk it and used countersunk screw heads, so the screws are flush with the bottom of this piece of plastic. Now what I've done at the bottom, I've drilled in this base plate 3 holes, 1, 2, 3, and I've then held my little piece of plastic against this while I've put little dimples in and marked out where I need to put my holes. I've then drilled and tapped my plastic in order that I can drill these 3 screws in. I can't remember whether they're 4mm or 5mm. Well, that's how I've fixed it onto there. I've still got the original radio gear and ESC that comes with the car, and it would appear that it runs okay, you know, with this bigger motor in. I haven't been out for a proper run yet, but I have had it in the garden just testing it, and it works fine. In fact, so far I'm really happy with it. I'm hoping to go out and do a proper run. Another modification that I've done, obviously as you can see from the back, I've put lights on, and you know, like everyone does, but another modification what I've done is one thing that I think was quite not brilliant on these cars is the servo here. So I can get further down, the original servo that's on it, it's only a 3 kg. It's waterproof, which is an added bonus, but it's only 3 kg. So I've changed this for a 9 kg, and it's an Etronics. I think it was an Etronics 0018, and it was, I think it was about 22 quid, and it's a 9 kilogram and waterproof. And the good thing about Etronics is they're distributed by CML, which is exactly the same as who distributes FTX. So that went straight on, plugged straight in. Even if I can show you, even this front bit is exactly the same. I just had to use a bigger screw here, that's all, than the original one, and it all clipped in. It took minutes to do and works fine. So that's it, just an update of my Ftx Outback with what I've done, and it really was a simple upgrade. Cost wise, if you can get one of them, like I said, for less than 8 quid, then that's how much that is. That HPI motor 35 turn was, I think, about £11.99. This piece of plastic actually cost me about a fiver, that delivered, but I suppose £5, the overall cost is nothing. And then I had a few screws that I've had in stock, and I had this gear in stock anyway. I think it's a 21 tooth, that. It's the biggest that'll fit on in this setting. I'll just see how it goes with that. I perhaps need to put a smaller one on at some point, but I'll just see how it goes. And then obviously this upgraded servo was, I think it was 22 quid delivered. And there you have it. That's a little entry level Ftx Outback. Is now a bit more of a serious machine. And I'll update you when I go out for a run. Any questions, just leave us a message, and I'll be glad to answer them. Thank you.